Welcome to the Lighthouse Theater. The time is now as we get set for what should be an incredible matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion John Buster Douglas. And they'll be facing one punch.
This bout is skipped.
What a pleasure it is to be here. Here we go for round one. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Nice counter shot. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. How about that time counter shot? The crowd has settled into their seats. They are ready to see something special at this amazing venue.
For a fighter walking into a theatre, I think this is the closest thing to fighting in a gym because the people are up close. You can hear people talking ringside. You can hear people jeering, saying how good you are, saying how bad you are. You can hear the pressure, the expectation.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, there was no... Here we go. It's round two. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counterpuncher smart.
Big swing and a miss with the hook. Perfect counter shot. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nope, that hook won't score. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They exchange punches. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. After what we saw in that, what are you doing? There's the bell to start round three. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
shot. Both men step back for just a moment. That hook was off target. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Catch and shoot. Punch, counter punch. Buster Douglas just got rocked. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, he is in big trouble.
Switch on.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Jab slightly off target. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Good counter punching. And Douglas is dazed. How did they not go down?
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. They've got the momentum. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Can't find a home for that jab. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit.
Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up.
I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, four, five, six. You are away.
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the counts, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do.
They believe their fighter.
This is the beginning of round 6. They ring the bell, and here we go. Good counter punch. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Swing and a miss with that hook. And that one caught Douglas very clean, and he's in some serious trouble. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. That was almost a 10. Round 7, here we go. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The stamina is off the charts. Do you believe what we're seeing? How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
round 8. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. He threw a punch and just got countered. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. And Buster Douglas goes to the canvas. I don't care how good your chin is, a punch like that, and you're going down.
Even I.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still want to fight.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
God, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then you continue.
Pretty lopsided decision there.